Hey, War Doctor here from Time Lords Guild in the Heroes Charge. We're continuing our help series of videos on the game. And today's topic we would like to cover, or I'm going to cover for you, would be how heroes work and their promotions. And when we talk about how the heroes work, and we'll bring the game up now, how the heroes work, it's when you look at the promotions and you look at the gear and everything, we're going to cover how they work. And now, before I get into the heroes, let me give you a little back history, a little back, from when I started the game. I started the game almost 4 years ago, and the game has changed quite a bit from then till now. I mean, there was guys back there really know the game when it just started in its infancy or in its beginning stages and understood how the game worked. There was some tech guys, technical support, and when I started the game, when I was like a few levels in, maybe 15, 20, I started looking at the heroes and asking questions about them, trying to learn how they worked. What were the stars for? What did the gear do? And all like that. And that fundamental part of them heroes are still here in today's game. They have not changed that part of them. Now, yeah, there's been heroes that got nerfed and they got buffed, and it's open for debate. I mean, on my end, there's no debate. There's no debate. It either is or it's not. I could pick them out from playing the game. Some heroes I don't have, so I can't comment on them. Other heroes I do have, I can comment on them. But that's not going to be the basis for this video. It's not going to help us none to debate that part of it. And let me tell you, I'm going to try to make this video as brief as I can, but it's just funny. As I know you know the males and you know how I am in guild chat, and it comes right from this mouth. So the mouth is just as bad as the hands with going on and on about things. So I'm going to try to keep this sweet and to the point. And if I do start going on, please forgive me. I'm just trying to give you a lot of information that I know about the game from my personal experience and talking to other people that are better than me in this game. I wish I can say I'm the best, but let me face it, there's a lot of guys that are better than me and have different angles on things. But with the heroes, well, we're going to go in and I'm going to go in and click it open now with my heroes. And the first thing you're going to see is that when I click it open, you see my first 6 heroes has all the gear and just sitting up there, and they're all red 103 with all the gear. I'm going to explain all that to you in a minute. I'm actually going to show you all that, why I have all my heroes geared up. And that is one thing I'm going to cover with you guys about promoting heroes. I'm going to be in the promotion point. And as I scroll down, scrolling down slowly, you notice that every one of my heroes have gear. I will not promote my heroes without having all the gear for the next promotion. And I'm going to explain to you why that's important. I'm going to explain to you the mechanics of what the heroes do, what every piece of it does, and what everything does. And I'm going to promote a hero, and I'm going to let you see in real time your heroes and explain each step of it while you're promoting during the promotion part. When I get to the hero I'm looking for, which I'm scrolling down, it's going to be Musketeer because I started building her, and I figured let me make this video that way you can see a hero that I'm bringing up from pretty much the bottom rungs up to red 1, and I'm going to get her ready to use in battle. So I figured, let me see. I have her sitting at 87 and purple +3. This is where we're at right now. And then when I do the promotion for you, you just want to go to a strong purple +4, and then we'll handle all that in a minute. And I apologize, I'm chewing gum because I need to chew gum with a little bit of a dental problem I have right now, but it's all good. So that's why you hear me like click and do all that. So I apologize for that. I just heard myself do it. So, all right, let's get into what the heroes do, like everything about them. We're going to open Musketeer up. Now, all of you seen this, you pretty much know where everything's at. Your soul stones down the bottom. I'm pointing with everything on the mouse so you can see the soul stones down the bottom to give it to the stars. And then you have these 6 series of gears here. And then you have the skills over here as well, which you can see how I could do this right in real time for you, add some more points to what I've been doing all day. And then, of course, you have the skill. You have the user skill, which that is the yellow line in this case. Then you have her, the green skill, green, blue, purple. Green skill, which is the secondary skill, and then your third skill. And obviously, as they go up, they get, the levels are down because they're stronger what they do. The landmines is the blue gear and then the purple gear, and then if you're down here, legendary or whatever, or now the skins, which I have an issue with the skins. I won't buy them. If I get them, I get them. I don't know if I'll use them. I don't know. 1% attributes is across the board, maybe for them guys that are real high in the game, pay to play or whatever, and it's nothing against them, but me, I don't see a use for them. I mean, that's personally, but that's not a part of the basic gear setup that we're looking at. Again, you know, the stars, which she has 3 stars. I can promote her to 4 stars on that, which I'm going to do this step by step so you can see every piece of this. Now, each of these gears, when we promote, each of these gears got 6 parts to them. And the reason why I said to you that you'd want to have all your gears before you promote is I'm going to explain to you about the stars, about the gear, and I'm pointing to it with the mouse. You can see the little pointer on the mouse, and the gears being up here, and then of course your skills, which you probably, you know, that's the easiest thing to get out of all is the skills. Okay, what you need to understand is that I was taught this or explained to this a long time ago how this works. In your top corner here where I have the curl and horn, that is essentially for right now your most important and hard hitting gear. Okay, when you click on the curl and horn, you see that you get strength plus 20, attack damage plus 55, armor class plus 12, life steal plus 25. The way these gears work, and if you look at the way it's set up on +3, you see how it's purple, then you go across. You go top left to top right. That's your second gear. It's going in strength order of how these gears work. Then your third one, you go back across. Then fourth, and so on down to 6. Okay? When you have this gear missing, if you promote and you have none of the gears, or you have a couple of the gears, which I'm going to show you, it affects your overall power and it affects how your hero is going to battle. Because now you don't have the gears filled in for that level. I understand, let me stop right here. I understand when you first start playing the game shows you that you're ready for promotion, you go on to the next level. And I asked about that. And there's a debate on it. It's been open for years. Some people say it don't matter. Other people like myself says it matters a lot. And I could show, because I could show it in the numbers. I could show you how, like, if your power drops, how do you explain it being stronger at another promotion level when you have 1,000 less power than you had? And then how do you enchant any gear if you do enchantments? Like enchantment, and it's funny because for a long time I was a strong proponent against enchantment. I didn't think it really did anything, but once you get up into your purple +4s and everything like that, the enchantment really comes in handy to give your gear the buff. And especially since, the update had to be about 2 years ago. When they updated 2 years ago, I believe, and they put the ×2 on the enchantment, because the enchantment wasn't that strong. It was like it give you a little bit of buff, but then they put the ×2 on there that whenever you enchant a gear, it doubled most of the gear amount. That's what you see on your enchantment. So if you don't have gear filled in, you can't enchant. And then essentially, like I'm going to show you with Musketeer when we do it, essentially when you start dealing with promotion and everything like that, you're going to see that when you have them gears missing, you're going to have a lopsided fighting hero. You're going to have them strong in one area and weak in the other. So they might have agility but no strength because you're missing strength. You're missing strength gear. And then it affects your gear. It affects your skills over here, your user skills and all. It affects how they work, how fast they get off. And then, of course, the stars down here, when you promote, you see the stars all give you a category. Now, let me start over. I don't want to say start over. Let me start from here. Since I gave you the quick overview and I kept putting promotion in there, promotion, because they go in hand, I didn't really want to deal with promotion first. But since I said it, okay, let me go back and give you the overview of everything. First, you see the stars down here. Okay, when I go to evolve the stars, which I'm going to do in a little bit, these stars essentially have 3 categories you'll see. I believe when I pull it up, I believe it's strength, intellect, and something else. I would have to, I got to pull them up. But what I do know is that they have 3 things. Now, when you pull a gear up out of here, okay, you see strength, attack damage, armor class on the curl and horn. Okay, now we'll pull another gear up like the moat. You see attack damage, armor penetration. Mostly down here in the bottom right corner where I'm clicking at, that's your agility because it's your strength. That's your intellect, strength, and agility. There you go. That's your 3 stars right there. The hazard boots has the 3, what your stars do. It has the 3 things right there: strength, agility, and intellect. Strength, intellect, and agility. If you're reading them correctly, and I was saying them incorrectly, so if you're looking at them, that is what the stars control. Now, them stars where you're at 3 stars has a boost for how fast these gears work on your heroes. So if you're 3 stars, your hero's gear is not going to work as fast as it is with 5 stars. There's no strength change. It's just how fast does it work. That's why when you see that number, strength goes from 7 to 9. Just say as an example. I don't know what's going to happen with Musketeer. We got to wait till we do it. But when, I want to, give you this first before we do this. When it goes from there to there, when it goes from there to there, what that means is that boost is not boosting the strength. It's boosting the strength values or I'm sorry, I misworded that. Not the strength value. It's boosting the way that gear is going to be used in relative to how fast it's going to be used and how quick he's going to be able to tap the strength from it. So when you see a tank and his strength goes from there to there, his main points on them stars are going to be strength more than agility and intellect. And it's going to promote his, it's going to give his strength gear the proper boost it needs. So on that stars, when you see strength, the strength right here, it's going to make that strength stronger in the sense of quicker, stronger, better, because the star is allowing it to get off quicker and do its job better because it's giving it the boost. That's the stars. That's what the stars do down here. They give the areas of the gear. Now, they could be mixed. On that one, there's mixed. So that's your 3 stars right here. It's a perfect example is the hazard boots. All 3 of the star pieces are represented or together here on his hazard boots. So the star covers all 3 of them. What they do is they'll cover all different parts of it. On here, you have strength, intellect, agility, attack, damage, magic, resistance. Now, all 5 of them categories are going to fall on one of the 3 categories on that star, and the stars will boost all 5 of them parts on that gear. Now, I know I said a lot so far, so let's go back and we'll do a little recapping. Okay, the 3 stars that you see on Musketeer I have down there, whatever the values are when we're going to promote them, we'll see when I evolve her. Okay, they control how fast these gears are activated or how fast your hero could use them in the battle. Now, and I explained to you that the gears starting from the top right going across are the strongest that the hero has going down. That's why when in orange they leave a question mark there for the legendary. That's why, because that is the strongest gear that they possess. The strongest use that they can have out of a gear is in that top right corner and then following the way they go down in number. Now, these gears, in related to what they do, and why they need to be filled in is because these gears actually control how fast and how much these user skills are used. Not so much the value. Again, not so much the values. That's not what we're talking here. The values are going to stay the same. So if this laser cannon is level 19, it's going to stay level 19. But what this gear does is that, what's this laser cannon? You got to ask yourself, what does a laser cannon do? Is it physical? Is it magic? Okay, and then which gear would control it over here? Over on this side, back to your hero. What gear? Does all 6 of them play a part in the user skill? Or does only 3 of them play a part? See, that's what you don't know that unless you program the game. But as a player or user of the game, you have to take that into consideration when you're dealing with your heroes. And these gears control how fast and how strong, and I do say strong, not at the value, but how strong you will get these off. So that's why when you fight somebody, perfect example, you might not have noticed this, but I've noticed it over the time I've been playing the game, is that you might match up perfectly against somebody with the same heroes, and the hero's got to jump on you, and they might be the same level, same everything. That's because they have gear filled in, or they have, you're missing gear and they're not. That's the whole edge factor, the whole key. That's why, in a nutshell, I do not promote my hero until I have all the next gears. Now, look in here, you go over to your little gear slot here, and her next one is purple +4. Now, I click on the gears, make sure that I can craft them or I have them. I got the accessories to do that one. I got the accessories to do that one. You check, you give an overview before you promote them. Got the accessories. I got tons of them, 50 of them. Got 21 of them. Don't even have to craft it. I got 19 of them, and then got 1 of them. Because I actually got it ready before the video. I got some of it ready so I could just go through. I don't have to fumble through it. Go, oh, let me find the stole stones. Let me find this. So we're going to go ahead and start looking at the value changes of everything when I do a promotion. Now, that was the section, even though I said some promoting lines in there, some promotion stuff in there, that was the section on how the heroes work in relation to your gear, your stars, your soul stones to control, that makes the stars, and the stars that affect the gear, buffs the gear, and then the gear with buffing the skills, your skills, the hero skills. Now, with the promotion, this is what sold me on it when I sat back and I did my promotions piece by piece and slowly observed everything going on, not just ripping through them. And I don't fault nobody for that because I did it when I first started the game. But now I take my promotions very seriously and I look them over. And look, it works like this, okay? When you promote, I'm going to, you know what, I just got to show you. I'm not going to do this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to evolve. Now, I'm going to leave the values up. Pay attention to the values when we evolve. It's going to go from where the state's at now to where the next state's going to be. So we're going to evolve her. there you go. Now, her strength growth went from 4 to 5. Intellect went from 3.6 to 4.5. And she's an agility hero, I think. Let's see if I can move this without moving it. All right. I believe she's an agility hero. I have to look and see. Her agility, that's why the agility got such a boost. Now, like I explained, all three of these control the gear up there with the hero. They all buff the gear somehow, some way. That's why when you have a 3-star hero, it's not as strong as a 4-star hero. Obviously, you see that. And these numerical values here is how much it's buffing these gears up here. You went from a 4 to a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. So now, yes, she's an agility hero because she's got the little foot there. That's why you're going to see, strength hero's got more strength. Intellect hero's got more intellect. These that's the little thing with the boot is they all got a code for there. They don't light up, or when you click on or touch it, it don't tell you what it is. But the boot is agility. So speed, they move around fast. That's their attributes. So now we're going to go on with the promotion. I checked and see out of gear. So now I'm going to promote her. Now, see that the power just went up. The 6, it was at 5 something. I didn't even take it. That was my responsibility. I'm sorry for that. But it was at 5 something. Now it's at 6.125. Now, when I promote, this is where you really need to pay attention to what you're doing with your promotions. And this is where it's all of it clicked for me. And that bell went off in my head. The light bulb went off overhead. And this is where it all made sense that they were telling me. When I promote her now, okay, she's going to drop in power, not gain it, because she just lost all the boost of the gears from her stars. Watch. We're going to promote her. Okay, well, she went up a little bit, but when you get up, you know what it is? When you get up to the red, you start losing them. Well, orange, you lose them, so, but that's where that's at. All right, now I got, see, so she actually boosted up, but you're not getting that much of a boost anyway. So take it into consideration this, okay? Even though it didn't drop none, you're sitting at 6,194 and you have no gear now, okay? You have none. So now, basically, she's still running off of purple +3 because over here in the stats, you see all these things? They're here, the plus things and all like that. That's just because I have training field boost on here. That's all. That's the only reason why. Other than that, they would be all flatline. When we make the promotions and put the gear in, you're going to see all these fill in. They're going to get the pluses next to them, and it's going to boost the gear. That's what the gear does. I mean, I believe so. It's been a while since I've done it. It's been a while since I checked everything. I've been ripping through because I've been doing this for years. I understood this years ago. But I'm trying to help all you guys that are building heroes understand it like this, on this level, so you can take care on how you promote your guys and when to promote them. This is why I'm presenting the case for you why you should wait to promote your heroes to have all geared and just put a hero in like that. So now, say we just do this gear right here, okay? We're going to equip it, bang. She just jumped up 6,297. Now you have that, okay? So now you have agility boost, which here's your gear, bang, look. All the green just popped up now, see, on that one alone. Now you just have green, which gave you the boost. This is telling you that here's your baseline from all the gears, purple +3. And now here is your boost on purple +4 that you're getting. When you don't have that gear, essentially what I was saying is you're running off of purple +3. So now what sense does it make for you to promote a hero, because you want to bring them up to the next level, have barely any gear, and at the worst case scenario, you have that gear that I put in the corner, which is the shoes, which is the weakest of all the gear, and all 5 other slots are open at purple +4, and now you lost, and now you're only going to sit at 6,297 power, even though she went up a little bit in the promotion, which I was actually highly shocked because they usually go down. But the point I'm saying is that you're seeing it right here as I'm pointing it out, is that she is going to be purple +3 all day long until you put that gear in. She's not purple +4 yet. Even though that's the only reason, when they explain that to you in the beginning, now you're ready to promote, you're ready to just promote the hero. You're not ready to gear them up yet. That gear is important. Stars, again, stars control the buffing of these gears, which control the buffing of these skills. They work hand in hand, all three, in that way. That's how it was explained to me. Now, if I'm wrong, I apologize in advance, but ever since I had that clear understanding, I noticed how my heroes work differently if I leave them like this compared to if I have them all geared up and ready to go. And then I'm able to beat, say, Orange 2 with no heroes, with my orange guys that are fully geared up and have all the gears and all enchanted. because I have all the boost and everything's completely working. There's nothing missing when it goes to work, because you don't. None of us understand. I guess you the programmer. None of you understand how to gear. I mean, the gear might go from there to there to there to there, and then hit there. You don't know which order this gear hits in. So now you got shoes filled in, blank gear, boost is gone. Then maybe to a gear here. Okay, now we're going to equip it. Okay, so now we got another gear. Power just went up another 6,354. Okay, so it just went up a little bit more. So now that gear's filled in, works. Okay, we hit no gear, so now buff's going and back to a buff gear. See, now your hero is going to be fighting imbalanced because you're going to have the boost, no boost, and then boost. No, you want all that, like where the boosts are all even and everything's working out. So now you understand about why I recommend it. I'm not saying that this is clockwork. I'm not saying this is the right way. This is a way. This is the way I understand it. This is the way that I understood it when talking to tech guys back when the game started, when I first started playing, and how they explained to me how all this worked, how they understood how it worked. And I mean, it makes sense to me. After looking at it and studying it, it made sense to me. The light bulb and all went off. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to craft the gear, and then I'm going to fill it in, and we're going to watch the power go up. We're sitting at 6,354. We have 2 of the 6 gears that could possibly put in on her promotion. Like, again, she's at Musketeer plus purple plus 4, but she's not purple plus 4. She's only got 2 gears. So now when they promote, some people say, you can promote, but I have 3 gears. Well, which 3 gears do you have? I would rather have these 3 top gears, which are the stronger ones, and these 3 bottom ones, which are the weaker ones. See, so then again, you get into that. If you promote and say, I got 3 gears, and you have the all-around shoes, the Emerald Fork, and I forget what that is. I got to go and look. But if you have them 3, they're the lower gears. They're the secondary boost, really. If you really start studying the gears, I really don't want to get into that, because I'm going to let you it'll be too time consuming, but I'm going to let you guys go in and look at it. But basically, if you look at the buffs on these gears, when we go in here, look at the buff one here. Agility, attack damage, 88, accuracy, 12, maximum hit point, 300 on the Star Sword. Okay, that's basically the battle weapon, is how you got to look at it. That's her battle weapon. That's her battle gear. Okay, now down here on the shoe, 30, 30, 30. Okay, that's her feet, her agility. Up here, agility, and the shoe has it, attack damage, strength, accuracy 12. This is basically her attack for now. This is her strongest attack moves that she's going to have while getting all her moves off. So, you're seeing it right here. Now look, and the power's going up. As you're filling the gear in, the power is going up. Now, if you sat down baseline without the gear, you're losing power. You just lost power on your hero. You lose your flow of all the gear, because you have no gear now to have it filled in. Now, we're at 6,794. And now, when we go into the stats again, now watch, you'll see that all the stats, mostly all the stats, about 95% of the stats are going to have green after it now. Watch. There you go. Now, you mostly have green after them now. Couple here and there, maybe like, and a couple, I call them specialties, because armor penetration, life stealing, rating, some of these guys ain't boosted with that. They don't have it in their gear to do that. And hit point regeneration, they don't have it. But all these that are like standard, like your agility, intellect, agility, strength, attack damage, they're all standard. Now look at the boost. Now some of them you might have seen when we first pull up. If you rewind the video, I'm doing the video, so I didn't pay attention. You might have seen +4 or something there, and then now with the rest of it filled in, it was +780. The main point is that when you fill these gears in, that is the boost from the gear. And then when you promote again, that's going to be shoved over into the attack damage. And then you have a new set of that green there that I'm circling with the mouse. And you'll have a new set for the next set of gears that you promote to. So this is why I'm making the case to you. This is why I do not promote my heroes unless I have all 6 or all 5 of the next gears ready. Because for one, the gears you've seen gives you the power. 2, you've seen that the gears all work together for a reason. And 3, it's all for the flow of the hero. The hero will be lopsided with some gears that are buffed and some are not. So now, what else we got to do? All right, we already promoted her. Obviously, I can fill a few more skills in because I'm building her up. But we promoted her, and we did the evolve. So now what we want to do is you want to go in and enchant the gears. Okay? Me personally, you could do what you like. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't usually enchant blue gears unless I have to, so that's purple +3. But I have because we have the guild tournament now, so I have enchanted everything. Personally, I never did that before. I only waited till purple +4 and up to do it. But now I do it anyway, so that's at your discretion, because enchanting can be very expensive with gear and money, so to do certain heroes, especially when you get up into the red and red 1, they get really expensive. So we're going to enchant her now. And when we're done enchanting in here, when we go back over, we're going to see the boost on the power. You know what? Before I go, let's make sure that we're all clear on that. We're going to go back in real quick. We're going to look at her, make sure we're clear on. Oh, yeah, advantage of playing on a nice computer. You just scroll through. I can't do this on my phone and probably crash it. So go back into Musketeer. Now look, our power's sitting at 6,814. So we're all clear on that. We're good. We see 6,814. We want to see what it looks like after the enchantments on all the gears. Full enchantments, because you can enchant in levels. So we'll do Star Steward. I'll use a couple of them. Now I'm going to do this real quick. I ain't going to sort through my gear what I usually do. I'll just go down the bottom ones and just promote from there, or enchant from there, which I have a lot of them to do that. So down here, I'm in the 900s, which this is why I keep these around to do this. Try to keep 900 gear of everything on stock at all time, and I sell off the extras when they start getting too much, because they all play a part in this. And again, I mean, I don't here while we're in here. This is not anything on enchantment, but I know you do. If you don't understand this, I'm going to show you this real quick. Your gear from top to bottom with when you use gear to enchant other gear, okay, is how much you're going to use for enchantment, meaning how many points you'll go towards it. These are real low. As you go all the way to the bottom, like I'm scrolling real fast, these guys down here, as you get down here, the computer orders them for you, and it's in order, so you don't have to worry about it on your own. So when you, like, I'm going to hit that, and then I'm going to watch this. It would be like barely any gear, because it's 30p, it's plus 30. So I only use 55 compared to 105 for the last orange one, which is 750. Now, of course, the purple gears go down. And then here, like, here you see, like, look at this agility. Look at that boost. And then look at these boosts real quick. So these are your boosts on, you know, on the gear. That when you're enchanting them, that's what your enchantment is. So now when you go back over to the hero, you're going to increase the power and the strength of the hero by enchantment through the gears, which the gears control the skill movement of the skills, the hero skills. I'm sorry, the hero skills. That's what the gear affects on the user, on the hero. I'm sorry. So let me finish chanting all these guys up. But that's, and then on the enchantment, like I showed you, the top gears give you they're like 1.2 point. And as you go down, scroll down lines, it's more points, so that you could put more points up quicker for more expensive gear, like I'm doing now. So, and then you see the next line, I got 34. These are all 30s, and then 34 and up it starts. So that's how you're enchanting. I know any of you know that. I mean, I'm just trying to cover everything. So now we're good here, okay? So now we're going to X out that, and then we're going to go back, and then we're going to look at her overall power, because she's pretty much finished now. I mean, obviously, every time you bring skills up, you add to her power, but now with the enchantment and all 6 gears filled in with her purple +4, you'll see why I gave you the case of you do not want to promote your hero without having all these gears filled in. Look at that. Now, remember, we were at 6,000 something. You gained almost 1,000 in power by enchanting them gears, by giving all these gears the extra boost. And then now when you go over here and pull the stats up, again, everything changed. If you look at the maximum hit points. Look at the attack damage. That was sitting at 700 and something. Now it's at 1216. Now the enchantment of the gears just boosted this even more. So now, it's practical. It makes sense, and I just showed you in real time how it makes sense. This is why I will not promote until I have all the gears for the next promotion level. So if I'm like, when you look at my heroes, if you know I'm working on these guys up here, you know, take Vengeance Spirit. She's an orange, waiting to go. Now if I click on this gear, I got the Wrath Dagger. I mean, I just save up for who I'm going to. I got Eagle Ring, I got Shadow Book. I got Demon Garment, so she's ready to go. So you check that gear. Now, what about Orange 2? Am I ready to go? And I got 2 of them. Got 15 of them. Probably these are where I start getting stuck at. Yeah, I'd have to do that. I'm sure I have enough to do that, yeah, but we'll leave that for now. And then them. And then all-around shoes, I always get stuck on them because I'll tell you why. They be needing shoes all the time, man. These people. These heroes be needing shoes all the time. They need shoes everywhere. You're running out of shoes constantly. I run out of shoes, but... So Orange 2, I have to work a little bit, but it would follow the same suit. 9,301 for Vengeance Spear, and then she'd go down and go back up. And then when I pull up her stats, here's the buff of her stats for everything I got going on. So here, that's the case I made for you in this video. This is why I suggest to you, when you do not promote your heroes without having that gear to fill in, because your heroes will battle stronger, they'll be clear. I was explaining this. You rather have a hero at orange +1 with all the gear fully enchanted and all filled in than have a hero at orange +2 with only 2 pieces of gear and no enchantment. And most of the guys said that orange +1 hero will probably win all day against them because they have all the boost in place. That's going to give them maximum control of everything they need to compared to spotty control because you have things missing. These gears are not here just to promote. That's what people don't understand. Let me make that clear. These gears work. They do something in the game. They do something with the hero's powers. So when you shortchange yourself gears, you're not running on the full maximum power that they could have at that level. Then again, Vengeance Experience, if she didn't have these gears, no, she would be purple +4. Missing the question mark gear in the corner. So that would be out. So you're not running off of that because there's no gear there no more. And then whatever you have missing down here. So, again, you've seen it in real time. I hope the video helped you. I mean, that's the best I could do. Again, this is one way of doing it. I'm not saying it's the right way. The debate rages on about, yeah, you can promote it, don't matter. Me, I just put the case forth that I think it very much matters. And I think by what you just saw, how I showed you step by step, you see how it very much matters. So, thanks, and hope it helped you out, and make more videos in the future.